Man, you already know what it do and what it is, man. I'm back with another reaction video for y'all today. And like I always say, mm, another sad situation. And like I always say once again, we gotta be mindful on our decisions of when we making them. You dig what I'm saying? Because that decision could cost us our life. It could cost us freedom. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we gotta be mindful on what our decisions be when we react. You know what I'm saying? Like this situation we finna react to today is, you know what I'm saying, somebody lost their life over a beer. You know what I'm saying? Over beer. Beer ain't worth nobody's life. You dig what I'm saying? Life way important than a beer. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even got that far where a person had to even unalive somebody over that. You feel what I'm saying? But what they doing, is they policing out here or is they killing out here? It seems like they doing more killing than policing. What they train them for? To kill or to protect and serve? We don't know because they don't protect and serve. They be quick to shoot you before they quick to save you or protect you. You dig what I'm saying? The person that's supposed to protect us, that's the ones that's killing us. You dig what I'm saying? Come on, man. They need to be more strict and more hard on these cops, man, for real. They end up getting away with too much shit. But before I get in this reaction video, man, I just want to say, man, thanks to y'all, to all my subscribers that subscribe to my channel, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in to my channel, man. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for your boy too, man. If you're new to my channel, do the same thing. Hit that notification bell for your boy. Turn me up. You dig what I'm saying? And I love y'all for it. You dig? For the support. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get right into this video.
It's just before 5 p.m. at a gas station in Las Cruces, New Mexico, where an argument over a beer is about to cost one man his life
Over a
and
beer,
land
though.
an officer behind bars.
They always say behind bars, but it don't never end like that, though. They'll never.
What's going on, man?
They really don't never punish these motherfuckers for what they do, man.
Okay, what's the deal with the people inside?
You know what I'm saying? They always let these motherfuckers get away with murder.
With a beer in your hand? Okay. Okay.
Look at your camera. You said, I'm going to check the camera. I said, check the camera.
So you went inside with the beer?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get your ID real quick so I can go talk to them and check the video out?
I don't have my ID on me. You know what I'm saying? That's why the whole thing is that I wanted to buy a pack of cigarettes. And I didn't have my ID on me. You know, my stuff had gotten stolen on the Greyhound, right?
Okay.
So I was trying to show them, like, look, I have beer.
Yeah.
I have a digital, you know what I'm saying? I have the beer means I'm 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then instead of that, he started acting like a
Yeah.
for no reason. You know what I'm saying? He's like, call them. Like, call them. They're going to come and look at their job is to
Yeah,
investigate.
I haven't gotten there yet, so I mean,
You know what I'm saying? So,
bear with me.
You're going to see it. You're going to go in there and look.
Where's the beer at right now?
Put it in
All over a beer, man. That's crazy.
What's your name, man? Pete? What's your last name, Pete? Huh? E-Z-E-R?
Police later identify the man seen here as 36-year-old Presley Eze, who allegedly tries to identify himself by a different name.
You said that's your ID? Out of Texas or what? I can't hear you, man. Okay. You have your driver's license, man? Let me get it real quick. Yeah, in a form, I mean, if he's in the wrong, he's in the wrong. That's what I'm trying to figure out, okay? What was the beer, anyways? Budweiser, the 16-ouncer or a 40-ounce or what? Alright, hang tight. Let me go in there, see what I got in there, and I'll be right back, okay? Don't take off, obviously, I got your ID. Simple as that. I'll be back. What's up? I'll see if he wants to. I gotta make him, you know that. But let me go talk to them, alright? Did he come in with that or not? Because he's claiming he did. Did he come in with it or not? Okay, give me 1 second. Hey, so who did you hand the beer off to when you came outside? Him? Because it said he passed off the beer when you came outside.
Oh yeah. I don't even want it.
I apologize. I definitely don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna. As soon as I get somebody over here, I'm gonna go in there and check them out. All right? So hang tight, okay?
The officer, identified as 39-year-old Brad Lunsford, heads back to his patrol car to check the man's information. When police said nothing came back on that name the passenger provided,
That fool look like a dickhead.
What's up?
Is it possible I can go buy cigarettes?
Hang tight. Let me talk to them and get things figured out, okay?
Quick to pull a trigger.
Where do you have an ID out of, Pete? Out of where? I can't hear you. Connecticut? Like I said, I'm waiting for somebody here so I can go inside and check out the cameras. I understand that. I'm in the same boat. I'm standing outside my car, man. I've got all this stuff on.
And bring me in there with you.
We don't need to go that route.
That's better than doing this.
We don't need to go that route right now. Spell your last name again for me, Pete.
E-S-E-R.
E-S-E-R. Out of Connecticut, right? What year? All right. I understand the time, man. As soon as he gets here, I'm going inside. We'll get this all sorted out. All right? Try your last name spelling of Edward Sam, Edward Robert, and it's going to be out of Connecticut. What?
Yeah, it's still showing the record on file out of Connecticut with the Edward Sam, Edward Robert.
And
Officer Lunsford runs the information again with the same result and waits for backup to arrive before confronting the suspect.
stop the first one, front passenger. He's not coming back to the file. Claiming he went in there with the beer and had it, and they accused him of taking the beer. So I got to go inside and see whether or not they have any camera footage. I just poked my head real quick to ask if he came in with it. They said he did. So as soon as he came, he passed me for now. So I can punch it to the ID, and I've got the driver's ID. There's a guy in the back passenger on my right side. So. All right, Pete, do me a favor, go and step out. Step out for me, please.
No, I don't really want to get out.
Okay, I'm not asking you right now. Step out for me.
Hold on. Why?
No.
Can I know why?
Because you're not coming back on file, man.
Hey, step out of the car. Can I know why?
Because you're not coming back on file for me.
What does that mean?
Step out. You're not coming back on. You can't figure out who you are.
Listen.
Hey,
What
look
do
it
you
out.
mean you can't figure out who I am?
Because it's not coming back on file. You better come out now, dude.
Take my phone.
Hey.
Okay.
You gonna cooperate or what?
I'm going to cooperate.
Okay.
But
Put your stuff down and get out.
Can you stop holding me? You stop touching me.
I don't want you reaching for anything, man.
I'm not reaching.
As the situation begins to escalate, one officer later said he noticed a knife in the man's lap. Let's continue.
For anything. I'm not reaching for anything.
Okay, step out.
Okay. I'm not reaching for anything. I'm not reaching for anything. I'm not reaching for anything.
Dude, stop.
Turn around. Okay. Turn around.
Hey, 596 Stay in the fucking car.
Look at what's
Try to dip.
As the three struggle on the ground, a gas station employee captures the altercation on his cell phone.
The cold thing about it, he tried to dip and it ain't even dipping right. You feel me? Come on, man. Choking.
Police said during the struggle, Presley allegedly grabbed one of the officer's tasers seconds before Officer Lunsford pulled his service weapon and shot the 36-year-old in the head, killing him on scene.
See what I'm talking about? And they always wonder why we feel like this. Look how they do us, bro. That's just pure murder. You feel what I'm saying? In the back of the head. Why they give them tasers for? They don't even use the motherfuckers anyway. You know what I'm saying? Come on. And then clearly from the video that you see inside, you don't see him reaching for shit. He grabbing his hands on the ground like this. Look like he trying to pull himself up. Never once you see them grab or reach for nobody, nothing that they got taser, gun, or anything. That was just an excuse. And that's what I always say. I say that's their favorite line. Don't reach. He was grabbing my taser. Or I seen this, just so they could have a reason why they murdered you. You feel what I'm saying? And it showed that he wasn't reaching for nothing. He was just trying to get the officer off of him. Use your taser, bro. He have no weapon. Why you didn't use your taser? You feel what I'm saying? What the taser's for? Come on, man. And Dick. And then that's another thing. He's lifeless. No render aid, no nothing. Just sit there and watch that man pass on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's this cause for? Like, they need a new training or something. Like, they need to figure out a reason, another way of handling this situation right here, because he lifeless. You in some cities, you go to jail for not rendering aid. So why they don't go to jail for not rendering aid? You feel what I'm saying? He lifeless. What can he do to y'all? You feel what I'm saying? He can't do nothing else. You hit him in the head. Everything probably shut down. Why the hell you just got him laying on the ground trying to do something? You feel what I'm saying? Come on, man.
You good? You're not hurt? No. All right.
He worrying about the cop. Man, come on, man.
Got one right behind you.
We're going to be facing northbound on the gas station, northbound. Central Stage 555, University, and El Paso.
Watch towards me. Open your, keep going. Keep going. Stop, turn around.
I'm not sure, where's the third guy at?
Back right passenger.
Back right. No, we have.
Is that my head bleeding or no?
Just sat there and let that man just pass on, though, man. Come on, man. Yeah, you hit your head because you didn't know how to DDT him. Retarded. You didn't even know how to DDT him.
Officer Lunsford
Look
checks
at
on
him.
the other officer moments after
man.
the shooting before even more backup arrives.
If he was so much.
Brad, you okay? Okay, are you good?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
A little bit, yeah.
Did you shoot?
We can start setting up
Okay.
the inner
All right, man. Let's go
around
ahead and
the
go over to my unit. How many shots were fired, bro? Just
to the
one?
head.
Anybody outstanding?
One to the head, though, man.
We got passenger out to detain him because he wasn't coming back on file for the shoplifting.
Okay, you don't need to tell me anything, man. You don't need to tell me anything. Just
Don't tell
Let's
him
go to my
nothing because
unit.
you're
I'll
on
stand by
camera.
with you.
They can hear everything you saying. So we don't want you to make a mistake.
nobody
We're trying to
got shot
cover
that
it
you know of?
anything the best way we can to make sure you walk
That's my
freely.
unit right there, man. You can
keep
stand
it
up,
100
you can
with
sit
him.
down or whatever. Can you go check and make sure no one else shot? Because Brad's the only one who...
And then you hear him when he was saying he cared about his partner. Man, you weren't thinking about that. Only thing you was thinking about, bro, at that time is unaliving that man. You weren't thinking about your partner. You knew he was right there. He was right under him. So if you was so much worried about your partner, you wouldn't even did that in the first place. You would have thought about grabbing your own taser and trying to tase him since he was grabbing the other taser. Come on, man. Then you see how, like, remember I tell you they be acting all like dramatic and stuff, and when they know they in the wrong, that's the acting. They train them to act too. You feel what I'm saying? Come on, man.
did.
Okay.
He said he fired once. That was it.
You're gonna stay with him?
Yeah.
Is this for right now? What?
He look like one of them hillbilly motherfuckers.
punch, slap. Get the 771, 714.
Ready to kill a brother.
Can you face that way for me?
I'm going to be setting it up next to the Econo launch.
Yeah, we got it. It's over. Just so you know, I'm not talking about that. No, don't make any problems. Cheers. It's your union advice.
And then he over there smiling. What's the fuck so funny, bro? You know, unalive somebody and you sitting there smiling. No type of feelings, no type of emotions, or none of that. Like, dang, man, it's sad, man. Woo, I didn't really mean to, or try, none of that. You feel what I'm saying? You sitting there showing that you didn't give a fuck. You feel me? Because why? Because that's a black brother that you're unalive. Just my opinion. That's how I always think. I don't care what nobody say, man. When it comes to police brutality and the black person, they don't give a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying? They don't. Because if they did, it wouldn't be so many of us getting killed by these motherfuckers out here. Come on, man. Motherfucker ain't showing no sympathy, man. Come on, man. Look at him. He just talking high-eyed, man.
Just so you can teach, and then if CSU wants to have it, add it to the open lunch. Just to show your
Next, investigators head inside to speak with witnesses.
Go ahead. Did you guys see what happened?
I saw everything.
You saw everything? Did you see anything?
I didn't hear. I just saw the guy on the floor, like on top of the cop. After that, I heard a gunshot.
So, were you a little bit more composed and you were able to tell me what you saw?
Yes, I was. I was watching the officer. I don't know who the officer, who was the one in that unit, the first one.
You know, another thing, they be editing shit, like just like when they was over there talking to the murderer cop. You feel what I'm saying? They edit that part. Like, why y'all didn't show you when the cop that was dressed in the regular clothes talking to him? They go back to it once he leave over there when he gave him a handshake and shit. You feel me? Then just like this part right here, it looked like they cut some of this shit off. You feel me? Like when he asked him, "Oh, you more composed now? You can tell us what's going on." You feel me? Ain't no telling what these motherfuckers gonna lie about too.
The subject's part.
Okay.
And then I was watching him, and I told him, I looked at my coworker, and I said, he's backing up. Something's going on. Something spooked him. And that's why we have the people in the back. And so another unit showed up right behind that unit, and they were approaching the subject. The subject started fighting with the two officers. The black subject took him down, just wrestling, and I don't know if he was trying to go for the other officer's gun or he had him in a chokehold.
The initial officer?
Yes.
So the subject was on top of the officer?
Yes. And the other officer, I don't know if he was trying to go for the other officer's gun that he had in a chokehold or what, but the other officer just pulled out his gun and he just shot him, and I was like, and that's what I saw.
The officer and behind him?
Yeah.
So there was the officer on the ground, and then
I think it was the bald-headed
subject
officer on the ground that was getting wrestled, and the other officer was trying to help him.
If you can kind of just give us as much you saw, detail as much you saw.
So I was actually the one who called because he came in, tried to buy a pack of cigarettes. I told him I needed to see an ID. He didn't have one. He walked out. I thought that was the end of it. I saw him walk up to the car. He called another guy. The other guy came in. Same thing. I was like, sorry, I can't do it. It's a second-hand purchase. Right. No issues. He walked out. A while after, another guy comes in. And I saw him go around the Ramada, and then eventually he came out this way. Same thing. Told him, can't. Second-hand purchase. And then after a while, I just see both of them walk by. So I was like, okay, that's better for me. I don't get in trouble. No sale. And then I completely gave out on that. See, the first suspect coming back again. He goes back to the beer, but I know he doesn't have an ID. So I see him walk out. He casually walks out with a Budweiser. I go and I ask him, hey, you need to come back and pay for this. And then he tells me, well, suck on this and pay for it. I'm like, okay, you know what, whatever. I walked out, came in here, my boss was still here. She was like, no, just call the cops. Then the cops showed up. And then I just went on about it, dealing with the customers. And all of a sudden, she comes in, she starts having issues to like pay.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I hear a gunshot. That's when my phone was like, oh, he got shot in the head. I went into panic mode for them. I made sure I got them to the back. After that, I just completely freaked out.
And you asked him to come back in, but what did he tell you?
To suck it and pay for it.
The subject on the passenger side to take him out, and he was fighting with them. And we found out they were wrestling him down. They wrestled him down, and something happened with one of the cops. I know he's bald, and it looked like he had him in a chokehold, had the officer in a chokehold.
Man, no, he
And
didn't,
the officer
man.
pulled out his service weapon and shot him. Because I think he was trying to pull that officer's gun, or the officer was already losing conscious. Like he was probably already going down. And the officer had no choice. He used deadly force and shot him.
Keep it real with you. I think all them motherfuckers lying. All them co-workers. Lying about the situation.
And the officer had no choice. He used deadly force and shot him.
Back outside, detectives get a chance to speak with the driver.
You want to talk to me? Tell me what happened, man? I got to hear your side of the story of it, huh? Okay? Okay, so we're going to start slow and just kind of back up how we got here, okay? So you said to me earlier that, remember I tried to ask you this guy what his name was, and you said his name was Slim, right? Slim? They call him Slim? Okay. And where did you meet him at? Who's asking what?
No, they were asking for me. I gave them my name, and then they asked him for his.
Who's they?
The police.
The police officers? Why do you think the cops are talking to him?
Because I guess he had an altercation. I didn't even realize that he had an altercation with the clerk about something about beer.
Something about beer with the clerk inside?
Yeah, so I didn't even know that was like the case. He was like, hey, can we go? And I was like, dude, I'm trying to put this door panel on. He's like, well, the cops are here. I'm like, well, what's that have to do with us? Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? So I then find out that, like, the cop walked up. He's like, so which one of y'all have an altercation with the guys inside? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, and he's like, and then he starts telling him, like, well, I had a beer, and when I got here, something like that, he opened up a beer or something, and him and like the clerk were like having words back and forth or something. I don't know. At this time, I'm messing with the door panel.
Did Slim pay for the beer?
He had it from earlier, yeah. So
no, but
he showed up with it. It wasn't. He didn't buy it here.
Oh, really?
He already had it. It's like it's a 3-pack of like 16 beers.
3-pack.
Let's rewind to shortly after the incident, when another officer detains the backseat passenger.
Stop! Are you gonna be stupid? What are you talking about?
See what I'm saying, man? Because they got a badge and a gun and they supposed to serve and protect us. That don't mean they got the right to just treat us any type of way. Like, come on, man, what that man doing where you have to rough him up like that? And then when they do rough you up, they tell him, stop moving, stop resisting. How the fuck I'm resisting? You the one shoving me, move me all around, motherfucking around and shit. Well, I'm resisting, but I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's another thing they say too. So they could be hemming you up. Stop resisting. Like, motherfucker, I'm resisting. Fool, if your ass shut the fuck, man. Come on, man.
You keep pulling away, it's gonna make it so much worse. Now I'll put you on the floor, you keep acting up. I don't know whose unit this is. I don't got the keys for it. Hey, bro, is it, oh, no, you're good, you're good. Huh? Where is this unit is? I'm not sure who it is.
Because mind you, it's all down the street. Good, man? He's just acting up stupid. Yeah, mine's all the way in the street, dude. Or, no, I'll take him in the street, dude.
I'd be scared too. I'm a Charlie motherfucker, and I'd be scared.
Doesn't mind, dude. What are you on?
What am I on?
Yeah. Are you on those pills that are in your bag? Why were you acting stupid? Someone, your friend just got shot, and you're acting the way you were acting.
No, honestly.
Okay, so you come out with your hands down and not being cooperative.
They were up. My hands were up. I swear, my hands were up, man.
Later that night, another potential witness approaches police.
You had a question, and so you decided to cross the tape and ask your question? Okay.
I was in the gas station, I think, when the guy...
Did anybody speak to you?
No. I was it a black male that got shot?
So you said you were there, right?
I seen him, there was a guy stealing beer when I was there.
Okay.
And he come out, and then I sat and watched him in my truck for like 10 minutes. And he was acting goofy, and then he went around the building.
Okay.
I was just wondering if...
Give us 1 second. We'll see if anybody needs to speak to you.
Bro, this ain't got nothing to do with your retarded ass coming over here, passing the yellow line to tell them some shit like that, bro. Come on, man. That man is already gone. You want to put extra on it. You want to make sure that white cop get away with it, huh? Because you white yourself, huh? So you want to sit there and try to defend them. They all just defending each other, though. That's all. They all defending each other. That's how we need to, as black people, we need to start defending us, too. You feel what I'm saying? We need to start coming together, too. You feel what I'm saying? Not when they just do something to us. We need to come together every day. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get back into this.
Like 10 minutes, and I watched the guy that attended question him if it's the same guy.
Come on, man.
Days later, Officer Lunsford sits down with investigators and tells his side of the story.
Going back to when we tried to get him out to detain him, he pulls back and he's on his phone and he's acting like he's recording. I don't know whether or not he is recording, so I don't know what had changed from the time he was offering himself to be detained to when we went to detain him. He no longer wanted to be detained unless he was hiding something, that he had a warrant for his arrest. That's why he wasn't coming back on file. That's why he wasn't wanting to be detained. So I'm not asking you to get out. You need to get out. He's still kind of went back, holding his arms against his body. So I grabbed his right arm and tell him to step out. He's asking why, and I'm telling him why. You're not coming back on file at all. I'm not getting a return. And he keeps asking why, and he's not complying. Officer Arbogast, and well, are you gonna?
Oh, y'all hear his voice?
He says, "Yeah, I'm gonna comply," but he's not doing it. So as we're trying to get him out of the vehicle, you could see underneath that wad of the water can, he's got a knife on his lap.
Man, that low ass knife.
Officer Arbogast goes to grab the knife as we're pulling him out. His arm hits Officer Arbogast's hand as he's trying to take him out. So we get him out of the vehicle, and he starts moving himself towards the back of the SUV. As he does that, he grabs the rear passenger door handle and tries to open it, and there's the right rear passenger. So I tell the rear passenger to stay inside the vehicle, which he does. So we're trying to maintain control of the suspect, and like I said, due to his size, it was not possible for us to do. His arms were up towards the top of the SUV on points
Man,
where
he was not
I
that
couldn't reach
big,
him.
man.
I grabbed onto his belt at one point to try to maintain some type of control because that was the only thing available to me to try to hold on to.
Y'all fools just need to get in that gym. Get some muscles on y'all.
His arms around the suspect's waist, so his back is towards Officer Arbogast, and I guess the best way to describe it is Officer Arbogast does basically a suplex where he falls back with the suspect. Officer Arbogast hits his head on the ground as suspect lands on top of Officer Arbogast, and the suspect kind of rolls up in a ball from the momentum of being thrown back. So all his weight is on top of Officer Arbogast. So after they fall to the ground, the suspect flips around on top of Officer Arbogast, and he's mounted him at this point. And as we're struggling to try to control him, which we're not really being able to do, he's saying, "Stop it," in a calm voice, not frantic. He's not trying to get up and run away or anything like that. He's holding himself down on top of Officer Arbogast as I've got both my arms trying to pull him off of him. And he's not moving. He's pushing down on Officer Arbogast. At one point, he hits him in the face, trying to create distance between him and Officer Arbogast. And I could see him from where I'm at, standing behind both of them, that he's now looking at Officer Arbogast's duty belt. He first reaches down to the gun side of his belt, and he can't get anything from there, so he keeps at it. We're trying to fight to control him. He's still looking down at his belt. He sees the taser. I can see out of the corner of his eye how he's looking at it. He sees the taser handle. Obviously, it's bright yellow, so he can see it fairly easy. And
all the commotion, but he can see him looking at the taser. How the hell you know he looking at the taser, bruh? Come on, man.
The opposite side of his gun, so the taser handle is out towards the suspect. So he tries to take it once, and he's not able to. And then the second time he tries to take it,
voice keep changing.
He ends up taking the taser. I say taser once as it pulls the taser from Officer Arbogast's holster, and he's holding it up, and he's trying to work the safety. I can actually see his fingers trying to work the safety.
Man, he lying, man. Unless they didn't play the whole camera, the whole
and at that point,
body cam or whatever.
It wasn't a struggle to try to detain him. It was a struggle for Officer Arbogast's life at my life at that point. That was my concern, was he was going to use that taser to severely injure Officer Arbogast or to incapacitate him to try to gain access to his gun, because that's what he initially went for. So I knew that the situation wasn't going to be a good ending if it went further. So I had to end up taking my duty weapon out. I put it to the back of his head. The suspects, I was still cognizant of where Officer Arbogast was.
Lying, bro.
For his safety.
Lying, man.
So
you wouldn't even pulled that trigger, bro.
Back of his head, downward and to the right, to avoid shooting Officer Arbogast in the process.
Straight murder.
I fired one round into the back of his head. The suspect falls on top of Officer Arbogast.
All over a beer, man.
Because he does it. He says, "What?" He's trying to figure out what's going on. I yell out, "Took your taser!" And he gets out from underneath him. We back up because we still have the driver and the rear passenger inside of the vehicle. So we're kind of standing out in the open. So I eventually tell Officer Arbogast, let's go to my unit so we have some type of cover. We still don't,
Special agents with the New Mexico Attorney General's office later concluded that now former officer Brad Lunsford's use of force was not reasonable under the circumstances, and that other, less lethal options could have been used. Brad was charged with voluntary manslaughter and later found guilty by a jury. However, before facing sentencing that investigators said could have resulted in up to 9 years in prison, Brad was granted a new trial by a judge due to juror issues. At last check, the new trial date has not yet been set.
See what I'm saying? See, they don't pay for what they do out here. They always get away with it. How the judge gonna say the jury wasn't fit or whatever, so they granted him a new trial? Come on, man. They get away with murder every time, and then they wonder why we complain or why we do what we do and why we act like the way we act, especially when we get involved with them. You feel me? You can't trust them, man. You feel me? They tell you to put your hands up. You put your hands up, they still violent force on you, or you pull out their weapon. You dig what I'm saying? They always feel like they threaten or whatever when it comes to us. You dig what I'm saying? And then they always get away with, like, they don't never get punished. He murdered that man. They found him guilty for it. He get granted a new trial. The judge granted him a new trial. That's because he got that badge and that gun. But they all work with each other within the law. You dig what I'm saying? That'd be a regular person instantly. No jury, no new jury, no nothing. Just watch him. You feel what I'm saying? Then he's saying that his partner didn't know what was going on because his partner never felt that man grab his taser. He would have known if he grabbed that taser from him. He didn't even know what was going on. He was probably wondering why the fuck you shoot him anyway. You feel me? Now, This man walked away with murder. You don't hear nothing else no more about this man. He just walked free, got away with murder. You know what I'm saying? I bet he probably out there patrolling the streets again or whatever. That's fucked up, man. That's what I'm saying. And that's why we always be mad about they policing, because they don't police us right. They don't abide by the law. That's why I always say be mindful when the cops pull you over, because the wrong decision might cost you your life. You feel me? So the best thing to do is when they approach you, just try to do the best you can to abide by whatever they ask you to do. Just do it. You feel me? Sometimes even when you do it, they still tend to find a way to use their weapon or use deadly force, or, you know what I'm saying, tase you or wrestle you or whatever they want to do to abuse you. You feel what I'm saying? But man, shit be crazy, man. But like I'm saying, man, just try to be mindful of certain situations, and man, think sometime before you react to certain shit, man, because sometimes it won't come out well. You know what I'm saying? So best thing to do, man, is just, like I say, be mindful of the situations, man. And then all I want to say, man, hey, if you watch this to the end, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in to my channel. You dig what I'm saying? And if you're new to my channel, you know what to do, man. Hit that notification bell for your boy. Subscribe to my channel. If you already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to hit that notification bell for your boy. You dig what I'm saying? And like I always say, be mindful of your situations, because sometimes they don't come out the way you expect it to be, where it could cost you your life. You dig what I'm saying? Until the next one. Peace.